guys, welcome to my channel. In today's video we are going to be testing out the new Fenty Pro Filter Hydrating Foundation on my very dry skin, and I am going to tell you, one, if the foundation is worth the hype, two, whether or not it works for super dry skins like mine. When I heard that Fenty was launching a hydrating foundation, I got really excited because Fenty is such a fantastic inclusive brand. They launched so many shades with their first launch, and they really changed the industry and how inclusive brands are now versus the way they had been in the past about shades. However, I have very dry skin, so their foundation, even though they had a match for me, of course, did not work for me because it looked really dry around my mouth. I did find ways to work around that, like by putting oils underneath it and everything, but it just was not my favorite foundation to reach for. So when I learned that they were going to have a Pro Filter Hydrating Foundation, I was super excited to try it. This video is not a first impression on this foundation. I have tried it for 3 days now, and I've applied it different ways using different things underneath it because I wanted to give it its best chance to let you guys know exactly how I feel about it. I did not purchase the foundation. I did get a sample from the Sephora store that I work at so that I could try it and really see whether or not I liked it before I commit to it. Before we jump to me trying the foundation yesterday, make sure you guys give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Leave me any comments in the comment section down below. If you have any questions or anything, just let me know down there. And don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you're new here. My name is Patty. I do tons of makeup reviews and makeup tutorials and all of that fun stuff, and I would love it if you joined my channel. I'm not going to make this intro too long. Let's just go ahead and get started with me applying the foundation yesterday. Okay, let's get started. Today is not the first time I tried this foundation. I did try it yesterday as well and didn't film it. I wanted to use it a couple different ways and see how I felt about it because I want to see if it's really worth the hype. I'm not going to tell you what I think about yesterday's wear, but I will tell you that I used it without a primer, just with the Charlotte Tilbury Magic Cream, and I applied it with a brush. Today I'm going to apply it with my beauty blender, and I am going to use a primer underneath it. I think for primer I'm going to use my Dior Backstage primer. Just a little bit of it wherever I have pores. That is enough for my whole face. Oops. So forehead, nose, and cheeks. Underneath this primer I do have the Magic Cream by Charlotte Tilbury, and I forgot to put on eye cream, so I'm going to go ahead and do that right now so that it sinks in while I apply foundation. I'm using my Fresh Rose eye cream. Okay, so then I'm going to go ahead and apply the Fenty foundation. I'm putting a bit in the back of my hand. As you can see, this one's not as liquidy as the other ones that have been coming out. It's a bit more creamy. That's probably enough for my whole face right there. I will tell you that when I put it on yesterday, I felt like a little bit goes a very long way, and I felt like it was pretty full coverage. I have not read about it yet. In fact, I'm going to look it up in a second. I didn't know if it was a medium buildable coverage or a full coverage foundation. It felt pretty medium to full yesterday, like I could say full. Even today with the beauty blender, I think it might be a full coverage foundation. Let me look it up right now. A little bit goes a very long way. I'm gonna go ahead and extend that. Alright, it says it is a hydrating longwear foundation that delivers a comfortable medium to full coverage in a natural finish, and it's perfect for normal to dry skin. If you guys have watched any of my previous videos, you know that I'm more of a medium coverage person. I love when foundations have a medium coverage rather than full. So I'm going over this side where I think I put too much of it with my clean sponge, just so that it like absorbs some of the foundation kind of, and it like lifts it up and takes it away, because I want it to be a little more natural looking than the way it first applied. Yesterday with a brush, I think I had a little bit more control over the coverage that it gave me, and so I had a nice medium coverage throughout. Today I think I got a little excited about it, and I am going over my cheeks with a little more just because I don't want to see any redness through. So if I do need a little bit more coverage there, I'll get it. The Fenty foundation color I chose for myself was 190, which is the same color I use on the other Fenty foundation. And I think that was the right color to get. I look pretty even. Next, we're going to go in with concealer, and I'm going to use the same combo I've been using. So I'm using the ColourPop concealer number 18, which is a bit too yellow for me, and then Tarte Shape Tape in light, which is a bit too pink for me. So it just kind of makes for a good ending color when I mix them together. I also don't love how matte this Tarte one can look on me, so I like that the ColourPop one kind of gives it a bit more hydration. If you hear my dog barking, I don't know what she's barking at, but she is on one, okay? So, yeah, I'm sure you can hear that. I'm going to go in with my beauty blender and just blend it all in. And I'm just blending everything in. Again, once those two colors combine, it looks so good on me. Alright, so that is the concealer and foundation blended. And then while the concealer kind of sets and dries, I'm going to use my butter bronzer to go around and define my face a little more. I've been letting my concealer kind of dry and set before I powdered it, because I've noticed that it takes a lot less powder and it looks a lot better when I do it that way. Somebody commented the other day that like my bronzer didn't look blended on my forehead, and I legit think it was me. I had clean hair that day, and I really was trying not to get makeup all over my hair, so I just kind of like left a little line here, and it was very obvious. I thought I was being slick. Didn't work. So today we are blending it into the hair. But yeah, I don't think that was the Sephora foundation that made my forehead look blotchy. I think it was just me not wanting to put bronzer all over my hair. So I'm going to go with the clean space on my beauty blender and just kind of smooth any edges here on my bronzer. And we're going to really smooth underneath my eyes here. So now I'm going in with the Charlotte powder, and I'm going to set my under eyes with it, whatever like can crease still. For blush, I'm going to use my Milani Luminoso blush, and my highlighter is going to be Amrezy's from Anastasia. I don't have a lot of time to do eye makeup, so I'm going to get bronzer, and I'm just going to put it right up here on the crease of my eye and kind of contour the eye a little bit. And on my lid, I'm going to do a little bit of that Luminoso blush just for a bit of brightness. Okay, just like that. We're going to spray with some Morphe setting spray, and while that dries, I'm going to apply some mascara off camera, and I'll show you this foundation up close when I get back. I am back. The mascara is on. I'm not going to do anything else today because I pretty much have to get dressed to go to work in like 5 minutes. So let me show you what this Fenty foundation looks like up close. As you can see, it is a pretty full medium coverage. I definitely cannot see much of my skin through it, and it is quite a creamy foundation. Let me show you guys up close what it looks like. Alright, here you go. As you can see, my skin looks pretty luminous with it. I love that about it. I also chose a pretty luminous blush. But yeah, it looks really nice all throughout. The problem with foundations and me is wearing them throughout the day. Because I have such dry skin, foundations tend to get drier and drier and drier and drier on me through the day. So that's what we're going to see, if this foundation really is worth the hype and if it's actually a good foundation for dry skin. I will take you guys with me through the day. We'll ask my coworkers to rate the foundation. You guys seem to be liking that, which is very exciting because that's my favorite part too. So as you saw, the foundation looks really nice at the beginning, and I will see you guys in a few hours to tell you how it's wearing. Right now it is 12:26 p.m. and I will check with you guys a little later to tell you how the foundation is wearing. You guys, look who I found outside of work. We're coming to work together. Do we have the same shift?
No,
I mean, I'm here till
9.
10. That's okay. Just 1 hour without you.
1 hour without me. Will you survive?
I'm barely. He's going to be judging this foundation later because I just applied it right now, so like there's no points. But like right now it looks good, right? It looks
great, yeah.
Okay, perfect. Should I tell him?
Yes, tell me. Tell me. My hair looks gross. I'm so sorry.
It's the new Fenty Hydrating Foundation.
Is it?
Yes.
What'd you use under your eyes?
Like for concealer?
Yeah.
I combined ColourPop and Tarte Shape Tape.
It's a little dry.
Great.
But your foundation looks great!
We'll see. That's okay. We'll check again later.
Yay!
Woohoo! Hi guys, it has been 5 hours now. It's like about to be 6 o'clock since I've had this foundation on, and I don't love the way it's looking today, and I feel like yesterday it didn't look like this when I tried it. So I think I might do another day wear test tomorrow where I put it on with a brush one more time, because I have the time, and like right now I feel like it looks a little textured, and that's not the worst. I think it just looks a little too thick on my face, so I think I'm going to give it one more day and just see if I like it a lot better with a brush rather than with a sponge. I wore it for the first time yesterday and I wasn't really thinking about the video, so I wasn't really paying a lot of attention to what the foundation looked like, but at the same time I feel like it did not look the way it's looking like today. It's just looking a little bit like thicker and more makeup-y than I thought it looked yesterday, and so I think I'm going to do another day wear test so that we can clarify. Hi guys! Hi! I'm here with Christian, and he does not know what I just told you, so let's see what he thinks about the foundation.
What do you mean what you just told them?
Just it's our secret. You can't know yet.
I'm gonna watch it.
So you'll find out then.
What's your secret? I want to know the secret more
Just
than I
tell me
care.
what you think about the foundation.
I don't hate it.
Okay.
It's textured.
Right?
Yeah. But
Like,
I
it
really
looks-
don't hate it. Like, from far away, like, right here, it looks good. Like, it does look good now. But as you get closer, it's the same. I could say the same problem areas I always say.
Yeah.
Right here is crusty. Forehead's perfect.
Mm-hmm. Here's what I think, though, and this is what I was telling them. This is our secret.
Oh, yay.
I put it on yesterday with a brush, and I liked it a lot better than I like it today. And today I applied it with a beauty blender. So I just feel like I applied it thicker today, so it looks more makeup-y. So I'm gonna try it again tomorrow for a third day.
Okay.
And decide
I'm
then
here tomorrow too, guys,
on whether I
so
like it or not.
Let's see if we like it tomorrow.
Yes.
Yeah, why
All right.
not?
I'll see you guys tomorrow.
Bye.
Alright guys, it is the next day. I did my brows a little different. I don't know if you can tell. I can tell. I don't know how I feel about it. Whatever. So we're going to try this foundation for the third time today, and I'm going to do it similarly to what I did the first day, because I feel like that's the day that it looked the best, and I want to show you guys how it looked. So I cleaned my Sigma F80 Kabuki brush so I could apply it with it. I do have a Sigma code. I think it's just called Patty, P-A-T-T-Y. I always leave it. Do I even leave it? No, I don't think I leave it anymore. I'm going to leave it in the description box of this video. If you guys want to ever shop Sigma brushes, use my code. It would really help me out. And then I also have a clean, damp beauty blender just in case I needed to do some like final touches. I just want to give this foundation its best chance. I did already prep my face. I used an essence, my serum. I used the Charlotte moisturizer one more time. This one's supposed to have a primer built into it, so I think I'm going to skip the primer today. I did do a lot of moisturizer, so that's good, and I'm just going to go ahead and get started. I don't know if I said it yesterday, but the shade that I'm using is 190. And I'm going to not get that much foundation. I feel like where I went wrong was I put a little bit too much. So I really want to like apply it and kind of stretch it out a bit. See, this with the brush is a true medium coverage. Yesterday it was a little too much coverage for me and also a little too thick. So I'm really hoping that it looks better like this. Okay, now that it's applied, I'm going to get my damp sponge and I'm just going to press it everywhere. Just so that there's no brush strokes, just so that everything like looks even. I feel better about it already because yesterday as soon as I put it on I was like, this just feels a little too thick for me. So let's do some concealer. I'm going to go ahead and do the exact same makeup look I did yesterday, step by step. I did use a little bit less of my Tarte Shape Tape concealer today just because yesterday Christian said it looked dry. So hopefully that'll help with that. But everything else is going to be the exact same thing I did yesterday, and I'll just be back to show you guys what it looks like with everything on, and I'll take you with me through the day again. Alright guys, I am back, foundation fully on. I think it looks a little better than it looked yesterday, but yesterday at first it looked fine. It was like through the day that it got kind of weird looking. So we are going to again take you through the day with me today and show you what it looks like with a much thinner layer of foundation applied. I did every single step I did yesterday, from blush, bronzer, setting, spray, all of that exactly the same way, and I'm going to go ahead and show you guys a close-up of what it looks like today, and we can check if there's any differences. Alright, so this is the light turn down. Okay, so now that you guys saw how it first applied, I will see you guys in a little while.
So there's nobody left here today but the OG, me, Miss Smokey, and I'm here to analyze Patricia's foundation for Fenty, and it's very cracky, it's very dry, it's broken up on her skin, and I don't like it.
She don't like it. It's not Smokey
It's a
approved.
thumb down.
Let me show you guys. It looks definitely better than yesterday, but it's just not the best foundation we've tried. I'll update you guys when I get home later. Okay guys, so I am back home. I have worn this foundation now for 3 days in a row. I can definitely tell you that I like it a lot better with a brush and then a little bit of a beauty blender just to like blend it out and make it sink in better than when I tried it just with the beauty blender yesterday. Yesterday with the beauty blender, it just got too much foundation, which made my skin look textured, which I didn't appreciate. Today it is a lot better. My skin looks a little bit luminous, but it does have some texture that I don't always see. So I don't think it's my favorite foundation I've tried by any means. I also don't hate it. I definitely have other foundations that I would pick over this one. So if you have super dry skin like me, I would probably try something else instead. This foundation will probably be better for people who have normal, combination, or oily skin. I did see a video somewhere where Rihanna was saying that she had made it hydrating, but not too hydrating where you look like an oil slick because she has oily skin, and that's not like the look she was going for. So because she kind of made this foundation to accommodate her needs, it doesn't necessarily accommodate the needs of those of us who are super extremely dry, who do need that foundation that would make her an oil slick, you know? So I don't hate the foundation, but it definitely is not my favorite foundation I've tried. I'm going to go ahead and show you guys a close-up. It's been 11-ish, 10 or 11 hours since I applied it. I have not touched it up. I did scratch my nose right there, so it looks a little weird, but yeah, you guys will see. So let me turn the light down so you guys can see. See, so it's got a nice glow to it. I do like that. And my forehead looks really good. Right here, the mouth, not horrible. We've definitely seen worse lately, but it's not the best one I've tried. If I were to rate this foundation out of 10, I would probably give it like a 7.5 maybe. I hope this video is helpful, especially for those of you who are super dry like me and like very thin, natural looking foundations. Again, if you have normal or oily skin, this might work for you. It is a bit of a creamier foundation too, not as thin as the ones that I've been loving lately. So the fact that I'm not in love with it doesn't mean that you won't like it. I would definitely give it a chance if you're interested. When I'm finished reviewing all these foundations that have been coming out, I do plan on making a video and I'm going to rate them from worst to best. So keep an eye out for that one. I feel like that'll be very exciting just to see them all come together and just me giving you my opinion of which one I think is the best foundation that has come out. I'm very excited about the new Stila one that's coming out. I'm very excited about the Charlotte Tilbury foundation that's coming out. So just keep an eye out for those videos. I just got my hands on the Jackie Aina palette. I don't think I'll be doing a 5 looks 1 palette with it. Let me know if you guys desperately want me to do one of those. I think I'm just going to probably be doing 2 looks with it and just giving you guys a review on it. But if you guys want me to do a 5 looks 1 palette, make sure you let me know in the comment section down below, because as of right now I feel like it's nothing that we haven't seen before. So I feel like I was just going to do a couple looks and let that be it. If you guys like this video, please don't forget to give it a thumbs up. Let me know what you thought in the comment section below. And if this is the first video you watch of me, go ahead, hit that red subscribe button. Don't leave without doing that. I hope you guys enjoyed the video and I hope to see you back in the next one. Bye!